Hi guys, welcome to our review of the Imperial Shuttle set 75302. Came out March 1st, part of the Winter Wave, the two-parter. Some of the sets came out in January, some of the sets came out in March. Don't know why LEGO did that. This series, they downsided. They decided to downgrade all of their LEGO builds for this wave. So let's take a look at the set. It does have some pros and cons. I'll give it that. But first, we'll take a look at the box, minifigs, and then the set in depth.
Alrighty, guys. So here is the box for this set. The artwork's fantastic. The background with the blue stars of the galaxy looks awesome. You can see that definitely takes place during episode 6, including the characters. TIE fighters from earlier in January that were released, which is kind of cool. You got Explosion to add some colors. You have your typical Darth Vader up in the corner, the Disney logo. Artwork's awesome. The box looks fantastic. It's a pretty big box, surprisingly, for how small the set actually is. You can see that they're trying to cover up the biggest flaw of this ship, which we'll get more into, with a stud shooter, trying to block it out, trying to hide it. So I'll show you how bad this part of the ship actually is. But this looks really nice. This whole side part really does well. The coloring, the white against the blue, looks awesome, so I'll give it that, definitely. Top, you have your Darth Vader, actual size, just the typical LEGO Technic pieces on the sides of the box. You do have, this is all the size, I guess. The back, you see the ship and landing gear, you have the little turrets, you can see it's just landed in the Imperial hangar. It's not the Death Star, because you got the Death Star back there, so I guess it's some random Star Destroyer. You can see you got Luke and Darth Vader. Don't know why his lightsaber's out, because he was definitely arrested at this time. You have the shuttle pilot. The ship looks good in landing. From this back angle, looks fine. You can see how the ship opens up, and you can put characters inside. We'll go more in depth on that. Stud shooters on the side, again, covering up the biggest flaw. The wings go up and down, and how you put the pilot in there. So, box and artwork on this set was awesome. If you see this on shelves, you're going to want to buy it. I'll give LEGO props for that. So go take a look at the minifigs, and then we'll get to this controversial set.
So starting off in the minifigs, the first one we'll go over is the Imperial Shuttle pilot. You can definitely never get enough of these guys. I love getting them in my collection. You can just throw them in any ship, put 2 of them, put them in your Death Star, make them walking around. They always just make an Imperial scene look better. It's just nothing special to the set. It's something that you expect to get. He comes with his blaster, has the headset. Back printing's just nothing special. Like I said, we've seen this guy a million times before. It's just cool getting him in the set. I just wish there was a little more figures besides 3. But I have no problem with this figure. A lot of people complain about him. I'm happy with him. I just wish they included an officer or some stormtroopers. I know last video I also said I wanted a officer. I love officers in set. You can never get enough. So they can always look good. So you can never get too many of them. It's just they don't give enough. So figure's great on this one. We'll go over to our next baddie, Darth Vader. Great figure, but again, the last 2 Darth Vaders that came out had arm printing. This Darth Vader has no arm printing. So it's a big disappointment that they upgrade their Darth Vader, then they downgrade their sets and include a downgraded Darth Vader. I understand LEGO's decision on that. Besides, I mean, he's a great Darth Vader, don't get me wrong, but I want to display the ones with arm printing. The one in the Bespin duel and in the final duel, the throne room duel. Those were great Darth Vaders. I'm so happy with them. I just wish they included that Darth Vader in this set. I don't know why they didn't. I don't think it's that much more expensive to print arms onto a LEGO minifig. So maybe they're just trying to have it be exclusive or more expensive sets have the Darth Vader with arm printing. But besides that, it's a great Darth Vader. You can see his face, typical Darth Vader face. I think they've been using that one for a while now. Torso, he got back printing on there as well. Back of his head has the scars. Darth Vader's a great figure. Don't get me wrong, I love getting another Darth Vader. You can always add him to different scenes, like the Imperial Shuttle pilot, but it's not the best version of Darth Vader. I'm not going to complain about Luke at all. He's a great version of Luke. Episode 6 Luke looks perfect. Green lightsaber, comes with the handcuffs. He got his hair, the dark brown hair, dark tan. He does have a smirk on one side, then he has a frown on the other side. So, great Luke figure. He has no printing on his legs. It's just, oh, there he goes. It's just black legs. Who fell again? Nice. So, I really wish if they could do something different with Luke, just give him some leg printing. He'd be good to throw in a Mandalorian scene or Mandalorian mock. Might just throw a hood on him and a cape, change him up, because he came out quite a bit in the last couple of years. This is episode 6 Luke, so he's nothing special. It's just what you would expect in the set. So in conclusion, with the figures, I wish we got more than 3. I wish this set had 5. I mean, what, 2003 or 2005, can't remember the year, the Imperial Shuttle that came out included like 10 minifigs. It was crazy for a cheap price. So I wish LEGO would just step it up and give us 2 stormtroopers, give us an officer, give us the Emperor, give us more characters in the set that we're paying for. Besides that, these 3 figures were just fine. I just wish they added more detail on them, or add more characters into the set. So figure selection, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's not the best, it's not the worst. You would typically get 3 figures with a smaller set. I mean, you can get battle packs for $15 that come with 4 figures. So spending more money and getting less figures is kind of a little disappointment. But, oh well, what can you do? So we'll just look at the set now. Alrighty guys, so let's jump into this review of the set, see all the features that it comes with. This set looks great. From up top, looks just fine. Even from the side angle, looks fine. Huge fin. It looks great. Where the issue comes in is this. No one knows what LEGO decided to do here. It looks terrible. You have this giant Technic piece sticking out for support. The piece is connected on top. It does not look good. So if you can see this bottom portion of the set, it looks awful. The cockpit can open up, which is fine. I just don't know what they're doing there. This alone ruins the set's display feature, and it hurts it quite a bit. But, like I said, from up top, looks fine. Side looks fine. Even from the back, it looks good. It's just that really weird cockpit, and everyone saw it in the leaks. We thought maybe it was just the shot, like the image, the blurry image, but when it finally got officially released, the images, it worried everyone. And when it came out, it's just as bad as what the pictures look like. So that alone hurts the set like crazy, because the set has so much potential, especially because they're downgrading every set, the TIE Fighter, the X-Wing, and the Imperial Shuttle, and next wave is supposed to be all downgrades as well. I mean, this is a big downgrade from the Shuttle Tidarium that came out, I believe, in 2015. It retails for $120. This is a little more than half the price, but come on. I don't know what they were doing there. That design is a little flawed. Even the landing. I mean, the landing gear is better than the Shuttle Tidarium, so that's fine. But it's frustrating. But we'll just dive in right to the features. You can see the stud shooters on the side. Click the button. Studs go flying. I don't believe this ship in universe had guns on the side. They just keep them there. I mean, I'm just going to take them off. So I'm going to try customizing this bottom section. Do something to make it look better. But we can pull open the cockpit area, and you can fit 1 pilot in here. It's a very tight fit. That closes. He looks good in there. They have enough room to get 2 people in here. Like I'm saying, I wish we had more figures. Scoot them over, you can have the 2 pilots in there. I think it would look really cool, or even, put a stormtrooper in there or something. That's just a little downfall to it, but I get it. You have 1 pilot, the pilot can fit in there, but this ship has 2 pilots, and it's definitely big enough to fit 2 people in here. All the cannons on the sides, they have no movement on them like before. They're just studded in, which is fine. How to open up the dorsal fin, the part where you can fit figures in, you click that button, and it just rotates back, which is nice. You can see it doesn't have that much storage. I don't know why these pieces are reverse in here, but you can just stick Luke in there, and then you can put Darth Vader behind them, sitting in a row, and then closes. That's nice. You can get all 3 figures in the shuttle, but that's it. I wish they put seats on the side. That would look a lot nicer, I think, than having what they do here. There's enough room in there to get more than 2 figures in. I just wish LEGO included more figures and then created it. And, even put cargo in there or something. Like Shuttle Tidarium had enough space for 4 figures at least. I just wish, I know we're paying less, but it's a little frustrating.
Onto the back part of the ship, you have the rear cannons. These cannons do move up and down. The engines look great. You know, these blue transparent pieces look fine. Big engines. The set looks good. The shell of the set is good. We can flip it over and you can see the landing gear. It's just 3 points. That dark piece up front and the 2 white pieces in the back. Plops down. It can still fall if you hit it, but it's a lot sturdier than Shuttle Tydirium. Shuttle Tydirium only had 2 skis that were right in the middle, so it'd fall back and forth. This set's a lot sturdier, so props to them for fixing that. The wings do come down a lot easier too. They just fold down. Boom. This set was actually really tall, from the fins all the way to the top. It's great. I mean, you can't fit in the frame the whole ship when it's in the flying mode. Try and make sure I get it all in there. But when the wings are down, this set looks great. Pop the wings back up. They have it displayed like this in some pictures. I'm not sure if that's truly how it lands. But that's all the details in the set. There's really not much here. I don't know what they were trying to do with this, because you can't really display it that well. I guess if you did miss out on Shuttle Tydirium, this is nice to pick up, so you do have it. It's just a little frustrating for collectors. Like, I can't display this set. It doesn't look well enough. It doesn't go in any scene or anything like that. You can't display it high because of the disturbing underbelly to it. So it's kind of like what you do with this set. Is it worth the money? Probably not. If you're not into collecting, I wouldn't even get this set, being completely honest. If you missed out on Shuttle Tydirium, then yes, I say get it. But if you have Shuttle Tydirium, don't even bother picking this up, being completely honest. The figures, you're definitely going to have these figures from other sets if you're collecting. It's just not worth the money. I mean, yeah, the details are nice. A printed piece. The shell looks fine. The wings are big. But it's nothing special. It really isn't. I really want to do a comparison between this and Shuttle Tydirium. And even though the size isn't that big, a difference, this dorsal fin is almost, I think, the same height as Shuttle Tydirium, which is really interesting. Shuttle Tydirium definitely has a bigger body to it, a lot bigger, has a ramp in it. It's a lot bigger set, worth the 120. But these sets are actually almost pretty similar in size, which is very, very interesting. So I'll probably do a comparison of that. But this set probably is only going to get a 4 out of 10 for me. It's nothing. This 2021 wave is literal garbage. The X-Wing wasn't bad. The TIE Fighter is, I don't know why it's like a miniature. The only good set was Trouble on Tatooine, which I'll review. I'll do a wave overview, but it's really disappointing so far. I wish LEGO would just give us what we want. Hopefully the new sets coming out the rest of 2021 do not disappoint, unlike these sets. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I know I was hating on the set. The set does look good. I'll give it that. It was a fun build. It was a really easy build. I shouldn't hate on it too much. I just wish it was like Shuttle Tydirium, but I can't compare it to that. For what it is, it's not bad. It looks decent if from up top. The wings look great when it's in flight mode. So overall, it's still a bad set in my opinion, but it still looks good. It's still a cool ship. I know lots of people are going to be more intrigued with this set than others that came out in the 2021 wave and the sets that are out now. It's just, from what we got before, we were given a great set and then we got downgraded. So it's just a bummer, and that's why I'm going to be really brutal with this set and LEGO. But besides that, for what it is, it's a good set. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in to BK Builds. I want to do the Microfighter review next video for 2021. I have those customs I've been posting on my Instagram. So stay tuned for more content. Thanks, y'all, for watching.